Hello, everyone! This is Taekwondo. And, I haven't posted a whole lot in the community tab over the past week, besides for my two newest posts, of which you might already know what I'm gonna say, but I do have a pretty serious update to give you all. So, a week ago, on March 17th, it was actually like pretty early in the morning too. It was like at 6 a.m. when this occurred. Like, I actually saw it happen live, like real time. But one of my videos, The Luigi Show Season 10 Episode 1, The Antisocial Squad, got a community guideline strike. Now, I would like to say, this is not the first time this video has gotten taken down. In fact, it got taken down on my original channel, back during that time when I was, like, officially done with YouTube. It got taken down for the same reason, because I said a certain word in the video that YouTube does not like. Now, it wasn't, like, a racial slur or anything like that. I'm not that edgy. But it was a word that starts with D, and I will not specify what it is. But it was a word that starts with the letter D. And I will let you all guess what it is, because I don't feel like getting another strike. So I'm kind of going to just tiptoe and stay within the box as much as I can. But all things considered, I thought it was a pretty stupid reason. But, I mean, what are you going to do? So, after that first takedown, which was in 2024... I brought the video back up again with a brand new disclaimer, albeit not as good as my disclaimers on my videos that I have on the average one. I will probably be updating those disclaimers as well to kind of make it very clear that I'm not here to promote hate, because that's one of the things that they labeled it as, like, hate speech. Now, that's a whole rabbit hole of its own, whether if it's, like, a suppression of free speech. I think it is, but honestly, I get where they're coming from. Like, they don't want, like, people, like, advocating for violence against any of these groups. Number one, I wasn't. I literally just rewatched the video, and the video literally starts with Yoda going to a cafe, and he's, like, basically, like, he literally talks about how he's, like, a lonely loser who's like, gets aggregate. Fuck. I am lost, folks. But he basically gets aggravated at everything. So, he starts this squad called the Antisocial Squad, which is supposed to, like, he's like, oh, anti-furry, anti-gay, stuff like that. And the whole idea of the video is basically showing how, like, this is a squad of goons. They're stupid. They're goons. Albeit, they are, like, against Gay Luigi, and in the context of the show, Gay Luigi is not a good character. He's not a good person. But, basically what they're doing is they're blanketing the worst parts of communities and basically brand it as the whole thing. And that's one of the major things that a lot of these so-called hate groups tend to do. And I would argue, I guess if you were to classify a hate group, I would say a group that actively wants to commit violence off of a community purely based upon pre-established stereotypes, stuff like that. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is the video was not promoting hate. The video that got taken down was not promoting hate. It was literally making fun of how Yoda was, like, establishing, like, this anti-furry group. He thought it was, like, the pro-gamer and stuff like that with all the other characters. And he even has Lolly join the squad. And the reason why Lolly joins the squad in the video is because, like, the name Antisocial Squad, it's supposed to be a play on, like, Yoda and all of his friends being chuds. But, also, other characters think it's, like, a social group. So that's why they kind of, like, feel interested in joining during the school scene. Unfortunately, I can't re-upload the video on YouTube again. I will not try for a third time. So, if the video is going to be anywhere online, it's going to be on a third-party platform. Because, honestly, I want to stay on as good of a footing with YouTube as I can. Because I don't want another strike. I wasn't able to upload or say anything for a week, so I apologize. I mean, there was something to be worried about. This strike doesn't expire till June 15th. Now, I think it was kind of stupid why the video got taken down. Unfortunately, for the second time, I was not able to find the specific moment that triggered YouTube. But watching the video for myself again, I literally cannot, for the life of me, think that this wasn't done by an AI. Like, you have to be a certain level of tone deaf, especially because this video was made in February of 2023, and like even now I still am very over exaggerated, but like you can tell very clearly what characters are like supposed to be stupid and you're not supposed to like they're not taken seriously. Like 2023 and 2022 Buster Rock is some of the most overwhelmingly comedic videos that even I have seen on YouTube. It's like, it's kind of like Filthy Frank in a way, except you can tell because it's like these are ragdolls in Gary's Mod. These aren't real people. Like there is no, like, I'm an actor, guys. I'm an actor. Yes, I have real life opinions. Yes, I have real life views. I'll tell you this much: I'm not going out killing the gays and the furries. I got friends who are gays and furries. You know what I mean? Why the fuck would I do that? Like, oh boy, this is the problem with AI checkers, because it takes the most out of context moments of videos and then just like takes the whole thing down. You know what I mean? And I'm sure at least everyone in the audience who's watching, especially this far, thank you very much for actually watching this far. But because it's people's attention spans, they'd be cooked. But I'm sure everyone knows at least one channel who's gotten a strike. At least one. Because it's so hard to, like, I guess you could say be funny, because, like, you don't have to curse to be funny and stuff like that. However, I think it adds emphasis to things. I think it allows emphasis. A certain level of comedy comes from being crude, and there's just something so beautiful about it to me. I know there's people who don't necessarily like it, but I think there's a certain level of beauty that comes from being crude, because it's kind of like you aren't afraid of being judged and stuff like that. It's not even necessarily that you're being, like, racist or anything like that. It's kind of like you're kind of just, you know, expressing. It's a way of, like, getting off that pent energy and feeling like you're free. You're exercising your right to free speech, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't think this sets a very good precedent for free speech, especially in the United States where YouTube is based. And, now, I don't think that YouTube, at least as of now, is affiliated with Orange Man, but to be fair, both sides of the political spectrum in this country are not pro-freedom. They're both two wings on the same bad bird that's here to pluck out your hair and your freedom. So, they both want age verification. The left and the right both want age verification. So, I don't see any use in voting in 28. I'm just gonna be honest. Because, like, you have a turd sandwich on one hand, and then you got a piss milkshake on the other. So, yeah. Pretty much, I don't see any use in attempting to re-upload that video all back onto YouTube, which is a shame because it was peak. It was a really funny video. So it's a shame I won't be able to put it back on the platform. But, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I would, and I think I said this in the community post, is that I would rather sacrifice this video not being up on YouTube to save the rest of my channel, because I don't want to risk another takedown, because I don't know how quickly they would even take it down, even if I did censor it more and more and more, getting rid of any possible, like, because the first time it got taken down, I only, like, changed the scene that they were talking about, but the certain word in question that they got mad about, I said multiple times throughout the video. And also, in the video, I'm going to quote the video. I do not advocate for this. Yoda said, kill the gays and kill the furries, because he's talking to Penis Parker about recruiting him into the squad. And, like, I've already explained it by now. These characters are goons. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have to explain this. You know what I mean? Like, this is why, like, as I get older and stuff like that, I want to do more subtlety in my videos, but sometimes you can't. Like, sometimes you need to please some, like, out-of-touch AI that doesn't even understand what you make. When you want to make videos better for your viewers who probably already know common sense. Like, you know what I mean? And that's why I kind of need to, like, and I myself have a problem with over-explaining certain things. Like, to be fair, this video has been, like, 10 minutes long so far, but this is me venting. This is a vent video, so if it goes to, like, 20 minutes, then I don't care. This is my vent video. So I apologize for the dull imagery. Hopefully you might be doing something else in the background while you're listening to this, which is what I would probably recommend. Unless if you're really, really interested in the text on the screen. Oh! Serious update. Oh! But it doesn't set a good precedent. And honestly, it's saddening to see how our freedoms have been trampled on the internet. And how both sides of the political spectrum, especially in the United States, although I do know they have similar issues over in Britain, because the Tories and the Labour Party are all, like, it's even worse over there. Like, dead ass. I like, you thought it was better as an American, because, like, so much stuff is going on here, but then you don't really realize how much worse it is overseas. Like, it makes you feel lucky to be in your shitty situation as it is. And then, not even to mention other countries and stuff like that. But, like, I don't really think any place is stable nowadays. I think every place nowadays is probably not a very good place to live, except for, like, Liechtenstein and maybe Switzerland. Like, those are the only two countries that sound kind of, like, appealing to live in at this current moment. But, unfortunately, I don't know German or French. So, I don't really, I couldn't be naturalized there as much, because I only, like, I'm only fluent in English, and I know, like, a handful of, like, Spanish words and phrases, and that's pretty much it. And maybe the occasional German word from my media that I consume. 99999! We all know who said those words, no in German. But, honestly, I kind of like making these vent videos, because it allows me to actually, like, engage more with my audience, engage more with you guys, which is cool, because it allows me to just be my real-life self. This is the guy, like, I'm the guy behind the Garry's Mod videos. I'm the guy who voices every character in my videos, except for, like, the robot ones, like Woke Elite, and stuff like that. And, like, I'm very proud of what I've made. Like, I'm very proud of the channel that I have created, the 2 channels, actually, and the multiple channels, but this universe that I have created over the past 6 years, and I would hate to lose it, because previously, my channel, it wasn't taken down by YouTube. There was, like, some other ulterior force. I will not say what it is, or who it is, but just know there was a time where I, essentially was forced to quit Buster Duck, which is why I wasn't on Buster Duck anymore, which is why I'm not on it. But, I still have the Buster Duck channel. I've posted shorts on it, like, a year ago. But I kind of just moved on to Taekwon Joe. Kind of like a new, fresh start. Can't really share super much, because some of that relates to my personal life. And there's only so much I can share. But I will say this. I've been working on my channel for a long time. I love working on my channel. And, I think about it all the time. I'm really happy that I've gotten this far. And I hope you guys know that I love y'all. Y'all the best. Now, it took me a while to actually get a community on my channel, besides from, like, my IRL friends. Some of which may or may not be watching this video. But, it took me a while, but I was able to get a small little community. And I do truly value you guys. It's nice to have a small community. I'm definitely not popular, but it's good to know that there are people who enjoy watching your content. It's very comforting, and it gives you motivation to continue, which is something that I think I desperately need in times like these, especially with increasing censorship, age verification, and stuff like this, because I talk a lot about politics in my videos, but I think I think we can all agree, no matter where you stand, that we don't like age verification and censorship and, like, the level that, I guess you could say, basically over-reliance on AI. I like to say. Over-reliance on AI. So, yeah. This is pretty much all I want to say regarding this. It's a shame I can't re-upload the video on YouTube. I don't really feel like taking that risk. Maybe I'll upload it on a third-party platform and I'll advertise whatever thing I do there, but I just want to be known that I do not promote hate speech, despite what the YouTube's AI may say. The video was a social commentary. It was not meant to be taken to heart. It was not meant to be taken to heart. And, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And, I will go back to working on the movie. Production as usual.